Today we'll be playing some Clown with some key moments and some commentary at some key moments here. So what we're doing is looking for survivors, patrolling generators and whatnot, and looking in the corner of my eye I see an ace. And I see the ace, so I go around the truck and I see the ace. So I go for a chase here, and I throw a bottle since I thought I would miss. I go for a swing. Unfortunately, my ruins right here, and unexpectedly, when I go for a chase, I wasn't hearing anyone on my totem. So my rune goes down instantly. So I continue the chase with Ace, breaking pallets and whatnot. And I still go for his chase. I thought I could mind game him with red glow and a bottle, but he decided to run away. So we continue the chase. I throw another bottle to slow him down just a little bit for a vault, so I'm making this a slow vault, catch up to him and hit him. Reload in front of his face because, well, I'm just Clown and I like being Clown. So I pick it up and hook him. And so with my barbecue and chili, I try to see if there's anyone around me. And there is. They just completed the generator in front of my face. So I do for a mind game quickly, and I hit the Nia quickly. And thinking I had Bamboozle, I shouldn't waste any time, so I vault the window as fast as I can to catch up with Nia. So I go for a chase around the corner. I thought she was going to the right until I realized that scratch marks are going to the left, so I followed her down to this path. And with this, I thought there was going to be a pallet inside of the bus, so I just go for a swing here to make it easier for myself. I thought throwing a bottle would be much easier, but I realized it wouldn't. So I just go for a regular swing. I hook her up and I see with my barbecue that I have 2 tokens, so I see who the nearest person is. I see them, but I raise my bottle, but I realize that they're not close enough, so I hit him with the bottle, but I missed. My bad. So I get into a chase with Dwight, so I throw him bottle inside, make him panic a little bit. I realize that he's going the wrong way, so I punish him for it. At this point, I realize I have 2 barbecue tokens, and I'm looking around to see if I can find anybody. So I look someone in the chest, but I don't want the person in the chest. I want someone near the generator. So I go for a bottle, but I get hit by the pallet and get stunned. And at this point in time, I just want to do another chase. So I want to try to get a bottle as I can, but I missed. At this time, I really want to reload, but I can't because it's going to reduce the amount of time I'm wasting on the chase. At this point, I kind of really want to do Bamboozle because she's going to continuously loop this. So I do hit it through the bus. Then I Bamboozle through the bus. Reload on her face. Then I pick her up and hook her. I realize that now that she's my last barbecue. I can go for the targets because I don't need to break anything since I saw somebody at the far generator over here where I'm walking to. That's my priority. We're getting the generator. I toss a bottle. I see somebody run to the right. But I realize that someone hit my bottle. So I want to go to the generator and I see the Dwight. I go for the Dwight. I try to hit him for the bottle. I want to hit him directly, but I didn't. I head back to the generator and I see what's going on, but I don't see anything, so I go for the chase again. I realize this Dwight's being optimistic about his route, so I just try to punish him as much as I can. I try to mind game him here, but it was an unsuccessful fail. Then I go for a bottle swing, and I get it. Reload to check around my surroundings, see if there's anyone around, and I pick him up. Just in case there's someone behind me to pounce on me. I realize behind me the generator is completed, so I take a look around and see if there's anything else. So with my barbecue, I go right for the person on the generator straight ahead. Nothing too important happened until I found this ace. he just randomly just started crouching away from the generator because I thought he probably knew I had barbecue, so he started to get off the generator. And this is the weird thing. I said to myself, "Wow, there's two back-to-back pallets right on each other," and I was confused. I'm like, "Wow, this is insane. This is an ordinary for me," but I realized it's just part of the game. While reloading, I was thinking, wait, where'd he go? And I just found him. I thought of taking him to the back hook right back there, but I thought it would take too long and he might escape from my grasp. So with barbecue, I actually don't see anything until this Nia comes along and goes for the save. I target the Nia because she went for the save and I don't want to tunnel the person off the hook. I get into a chase with the Nia. For a second there, I actually thought she went inside the building because her scratch marks just went away for a split second, so I thought she actually she went inside the, into the building. But if we get into a loop-de-loop here, I try to mind game her as best I can. It doesn't really work out in my favor for like a little bit. But eventually it'll come to its senses and then I catch up with her. I realize now that this is a pallet in Infinite, but she made a mistake and she ran away from them in Infinite. So I thought, well, I guess I'll punish her for that and go after her. But I wasted a lot of time since my rune went down. So that chase went on for 2 generators solid. And I'm sitting here like, oh wow, I'm not doing too well. I have some hooks. I have all 4 hooks, but they're not all dead on hook. So hook the Nia and get the pallets down. And in this one I was getting mad because I got, the Nia was taking too long, so I threw a bottle at her. And I thought there might be barbecue and chili because, there might be someone around. And then this time I really wanted to have Hop Goes the Weasel and Clown, but I don't think it was high tier enough for me to use. I checked the generator, there wasn't much progress, so I just left it. I'm trying to keep the tabs on everyone where everybody is. There wasn't any progress on that one generator until I saw scratch marks over here until I investigated what was happening. I saw this Claudette back here with somebody else. I threw a bottle here, but I missed. But I hit her the first time. There was somebody still back there in my area of intoxication. So I just left them alone for this chase, which costed me a little bit of time. I realized that there was a hook in front of her, so I'm just gonna hook her and see if I can get any barbecue from off of this. Which I do. Somehow there was strangely an unknown noise from that left there. And there was somebody waiting behind me to get that save off the Claudette. I'm pretty sure that was the Nia, who really wanted to save. I realized that this ace is really causing me a lot of trouble with the hooks. So I see if I can cut him off here. Because I really want this ace. A person destroying hooks is really a problem unless you're running Hangman's Trick. I might have to start running that when I see a 17 coming in. So I go for a hit, but I get a pallet stone on the way out. I head back to the generator and see what's going on. There might be a little bit of trouble. Someone might be working on it. So I checked the first one, nothing happened. I see a little progression on the second one. And I see, there wasn't much progression on the third one. I thought I had to raise my bottle to see if there's someone around. I thought I saw someone at the Killer Shack, but I guess it was wrong. I head back to see what was going on. I make a random toss and I see this Dwight here. I try to go for a face bottle, but I missed. I want to try to slow him down as much as I could, since I realized I broke the pallets from earlier. I realized this is going to be leaving me into a chase at a dead end that's going to cause a lot of time to be wasted. I realize now that this ace was just manipulating everything I could do. I realize now that the game was over. There's nothing much I could do. I don't have any escape routes like no one escapes death, but I don't really want to run that perk anyway. That perk is pretty much useless to me. So I get him hooked and I check around for barbecue. I realize that there's someone on that gate over there, and there's the other person on the other one. I realize now this is pretty much the end. This Claudette had to leave. I wanted to kick her out, so I threw a bottle at her and she just left. So I go to check the other gate and see what's going on, to see if it's open or not. I realize now this gate's almost done. Surprisingly, this ace didn't finish it before I got over to him. He went for a chase, and I got my last. I believe this will be my last kill. I realize now that the hatch is there. I gotta remember that now. I'm not sure what this ace did because he didn't have any alternative way to go, so he just ran back to the port here. I looked around to see if there was anyone around for the the hatch, but I didn't see anybody. So when I hook this ace, I check around to see if there's barbecue. And I don't see any barbecue, then I go for the hatch. I don't see anybody on the gate, so I just go right to the hatch and I close it. That's if they do decide to leave early, which I believe they do, and I still get the points. No, I don't get any points for the sacrifice. Or the closing hatch. So that is it for the Clown's Big Adventure. Hope you all enjoyed.